welcome back to my channel. Today's video, I thought I would show you my top 2025 apps for 2025 that I've used. So yeah, let's get on with the video. You can see my screen now. So I've never actually done this, so the first app that is on my top list would be Procreate. It's like what I use to draw these amazing stuff, these designs here. It's pretty great, and it's also a very great gift that you can give anyone. It only costs $10, but I think it's totally worth it. Top 2 would probably Amesiograph. I don't use it that much, but it is a pretty good app. It has tons of features. It can also create these complex patterns and designs just by like drawing a little bit. Here you can change the colors here. But when you want to change the colors, I think you can draw here or drop it or something like that. But it's very cool and pretty different than the other apps. Sketchbook is a free app I did use to create this awesome thing. I do like it a lot for especially drawing guide. It has more. You can do multiple things here. Let me just save to gallery, save to gallery, save it to gallery. It's a little bit tricky. New sketch, let's do a new sketch here. So the drawing guide is right here. It actually has multiple sections and you can also rotate it, I think. This doesn't rotate it. I like it a lot. But the only thing that is very finicky is when it drops colors. It doesn't necessarily do it properly, but it does do a good job with it. Like this. And then this. Which I think is pretty cool what it does. And its capabilities is endless. Use the paint bucket here. You can choose all sorts of colors. It does a good job when you fill it in. But the only thing is, when Procreate, when you're dropping colors, it does it like in a rotational symmetry, so it's easier. But this, you sort of have to do it hand by hand. And then sometimes it does that. I think when you don't fill it in right here. But it does a good job of what you want. It's very simple and very intuitive. What else do we have? Most of these are drawing apps. Next is, I love Adobe Fresco. I'm gonna have to download that, but like, it's a pretty good app. It actually is very like, it has so many features that I think that Procreate doesn't even have. But which is cool. I love it. But until then, I want to show you this game that I've been trying to play, but it's not a very good barista. It's like playing coffee. 13. I'm not gonna tell my actual age. So it's sort of like a coffee themed thing. It's like you're sort of a barista, which I think is pretty cute. A sunshiny rainbow. It's now open. I really suck at this game, but it's pretty good. I want to play more. Yay. Okay. Okay. Place it here. Hold it. Then let it fill here. Then you taper this down. Put this here. And then press, press, press. And then press there. Then the person receives the coffee. Then she drinks it in her mouth without any hand or anything, which is pretty creepy. And then they give you tips based on how you do. So it's a pretty good app. Let me try to do this on my own. Press it down. You bring it here, I think. And then you bring the cup. Oops. Then you bring it there. Then the old lady has a sip of coffee, says it's good, and I can keep on playing this game, but it's pretty simple. And then Adobe Fresco, which is my favorite app. I've actually done a ton of stuff, like ton of like drawings and stuff. Let me go home and show you. Which is good is, wait, what happened to all my drawings? Wait, I have to sign in. Let me sign in real quick. I'm gonna have to blur that out. Okay. I'm sure I'll have everything that I did. So yeah, these are basically everything that I've drew here in this app. It's pretty good. They have so many colors. Let's go. There's lettering here. Let's do. What I like about this app is the textures that it has. Unlike Procreate, it's getting better, but like these are like skilled people trying to create these brushes. I mean, look at the texture, and it feels so buttery soft and smooth. But I don't know, Procreate is good, but Adobe's Fresco is better maybe. They have tons and tons and tons of brushes. Like it's endless amount of brushes here. I've actually drawn a couple of times using this. What I like is it does sort of like a live. Let's say I want to do this. It just makes everything look so smooth. I don't know how they do this texture, but they sort of mastered it. Because they have Photoshop and other Adobe stuff. But Adobe Fresco is pretty great. They do have vector. When I do watercolor here, let's say I want to blend 3 colors. I want to do a red here. And then I want to do a yellow. And then I want to do a sort of purpley pinkish color. I like it a lot. And it sort of blends it in a little bit, but it's really good at doing the unexpected, which I think this app is great. I think it also does animation. Let me see here. I don't know where it is. Oh, you can paint inside the line. You can also change the angle, the spacing of your brush. These are all the brush settings. Stylus, pressure, which means with Apple Pencil. And I really highly recommend this Apple Pencil. It's really great for drawing. I love this girl. I should actually name it, but that's sort of creepy. So I don't want to go there. Thanks. Okay. But it's pretty good at what I want it to do. This allows you to color inside of the lines, which I didn't know I had, but it's great. I don't know how it does it, but it's pretty cool. It allows to color inside. I like the sort of gaijin bird that it created. Super cute. But it's really good at blending it. That's what I think that Adobe varies with Procreate. Adobe is like high and Procreate's like just a little tad bit lower. But I mean, this is free. You basically can get it. So anyways, let me go away from the app and then let me go to some productivity apps. So the main one that I love a lot is Notability. I use it a lot. I mean, I did. It's great for when you want to see the PDFs. If you have class, it's pretty easy and simple. And they also have planners that comes with it. But you just pay for that. So what is this? I'm not gonna lean into this, but I did use this for both of my classes that are actually over, so I can show them. So I just did like these little notes here. It's like everything that I sort of learned, and it's easy and quick, and it's pretty great. And they also have this gallery here where you can basically find templates that people have created, a weekly planner, a December calendar, to-do list, a daily planner, an actual planner that someone created, a weekly planner, templates. There's tons and tons of templates. There are also coloring pages, which I want to do actually right now. So you just open this and save and use it, and then create. And then it goes here. I know it's a little bit of pixelated, but I'm sure it's fine. So you just can color here. That is not looking great. Let's see if there's another one I can find that is a little bit less pixelated. Okay, this is better. I like to use these brushes and just color them. Okay, that looks pretty. You can just color in the lines here. And it's pretty cute. And whoever did it, this did a good job at coloring outside the lines, but I think it's cute. I think it's pretty awesome that they have this. I'm surprised that I haven't come up with this idea of a video a long time ago. It's pretty great. Anyways, so that is Notability here. So I actually have my own profile here. I've created actually a September calendar if you wanted to go. I think this is this year's. I just made it for fun, but I think it's pretty great that I can do this way. So this is everything I created. I have a few of my own, but this one is probably my favorite one that I've done. I had to do 2026, but like this is basically everything I've done. I think the days are changing, but this might have been 2025. I haven't done December one, but the month is almost over, so. And then over here you can see all my subjects and stuff. So it's basic stuff here. There's all sorts of stuff that I haven't even gone back to. I mean, it has tons of features and stuff. I really like Notability. Next is Good Notes. I haven't actually used Good Notes. I don't know, because you had to pay for it or something. Then I stopped using it. But I want to sort of wrap it up because we don't have much time. But next is Reminders. I like it a lot. I don't use it as I want to, but it's pretty great for creating lists and stuff. So you can just, oh, you can create templates, lists right here. You can just create, like I can put, gotta edit this. Let's just put Christmas to do just for fun. Let's just put Christmas to-do list here. Hang the lights. Bake cookies. Hang the ornaments. Buy gift. Buy family. Crochet. Finish. Finish. Crochet. Cardigan. I don't know why it's dying. I thought, is it not charging? Well, hopefully charged. So this is the Christmas to-do list. It's sort of, I don't, I don't celebrate necessarily Christmas, but I do. But you can sort of create a list like this if you want to use it, feel free to use it. And you can also autocorrect by sort list, sort by, save it as a template, or you can show completed. You can also, this is really helpful, use it as a widget. Add widget here. Where is it? What I can do is do this, edit widget here, reminder, then get your Christmas to-do list. These are everything. You can make it bigger just by doing this and making it bigger. So when it's done, you can always click it, it'll check it off, and then it'll give you all these. You can go back and then click it off. Let's check in with GoodNotes, shall we? I haven't used GoodNotes in so long. Use this. We're just gonna see. I've never used this app in so long. But I'm sure you can use it without it. Actually, I don't think so. I hate that they do this. But last, certainly not least, the Procreate James app. I wish I used this more, but I'm trying to gonna get more into it and try to do an animation. But it's not as good as Procreate's. This is all I have, see? Look how terrible it looks. I mean, I'm trying to get more into animation, but I don't know how to use this app that much. I'm usually really good at using apps. I'm trying to... Why is it working? So that's Procreate James. I know I didn't get a chance to do that much. That is basically all the apps that I showed to you today on my iPad. They're pretty great apps and they help you during this holiday season. You can also gift these apps too. I think it's nice to show appreciation for the apps that like expand my creativity. I really love this apps. So if you have any app suggestions, make sure to leave it in the comments. Subscribe and like this video, and I'll see you guys next week for a Christmas video.